in this. And also I am serving with one a Pakistani university, which is Preston University. So actually, my topic is does telepressure affects work-life balance? And I am also testing here the moderation study through job tenure. So what telepressure is? So telepressure is basically whenever we are getting pressure from our organizations, so to stay available more than the time we are previously staying online. Staying available for the work. Especially it was previously it was 9 to 5 job, but now we are in a state that our what I can say, our employers are taking this privilege, so that they are asking us to stay available more than the working time, because they are thinking that we are available 24/7, we have no problems. But this thing is very important to that we should have some time for our own self as well, because our mental health is the first thing that we need to be very careful about, right? So this is the main issue here. So this telepressure is affecting our work-life balance. So our families are suffering, we are suffering, our health is being compromised, and also we are unable to do any to take our life in a normal way that previously we all are doing. So what else here? So beside this, there's a job tenure. Job tenure is also important. Why? Because when over the extended period of time, we stay unhappy, we stay engaged in such activities that we are unable to satisfy our family needs, maybe our personal life. So during that time, we feel disconnected from our business, from our job. So in that situation, obviously our business will also face a huge loss. So this is another issue. So here is the main focus, which is work-life balance. This is not getting in, work-life balance is getting enough time to manage our personal and professional lives in a balanced way. So in actually, I am currently working on the Malaysian market, right? So the Malaysian market, they are saying that this is the second worst country in the world that is facing issues related to work-life balance. So first, locals are safe, but in terms of expatriates, they are suffering a lot, because they are not, their boundaries are not very clear. Their boundaries are very blurred. So in terms of their availability for the time, so there is no such rules and regulations that are on the place. Somehow they have some rules regulation on the papers, but actually there is no such implementation for those rules. So work from home is the thing that we are allowed to work from our home. So the basic purpose for the work from home was to provide comfort, to provide ease. But in actually on the ground, when we see this is beyond what I can say, the actual meanings that previously organizations and the governments and all the authorized bodies were saying, were thinking that it will work, but this is working in the opposite way. Now the people need to work to take more responsibilities. They need to spend more time for the organization. They have no time for their personal lives or their family lives. So telepressure is the stress and the pressure that individual feels when constantly being connected to the technology and the increased expectation of their organization. And everyone, like including students, including staff, everyone need to stay available all the time. So about this 52%, there's a statistic that's saying that 52% increase in the calls from because of their mental health were being reported by the Malaysian healthcare sector. So they were saying that this is a huge number that is increasing post-COVID. So when the people are working from home, they are more stressful. They are facing more issues as compared to the previous time. So why is the need to conduct this study? First thing was the practical issues, but another thing is in academia, when we see that the telepressure is something that people are talking less about this thing. So especially in Malaysia, very few studies are available on this issue. So that's why I choose this topic to study. So in terms of objectives that I already explained, so this is the exploring the concept of telepressure in Malaysian context. Second thing is exploring the concept of work-life balance in relation to telepressure in Malaysian context. And the third thing is exploring the moderation role of job tenure in the relationship. So next about the theoretical support, what kind of theoretical support that I am getting from for this model. So this is job demand resource model, which is saying that the job demands are these are like based on two factors. First is the demand from the job, and then the available resources. Resources are not like 100% that these are the practical resources, but this could be emotional. So my work is mostly about emotional investment. Emotionally, if we are available, how much we can contribute to the business, and how much our business or organization is contributing to us. So when you have low control on your business and your organization and your job, in that situation, it will be difficult for the individual to concentrate or to focus on their work. Then is these factors includes time constraints, the substantial number of tasks, a demanding work atmosphere, uncertainty in the job responsibilities, the need to manage emotions and unsatisfactory interpersonal connections. So these are all the factors that are affecting. So when we are unable to control these, or when we are unable to utilize these emotions and these things on our work, so in that situation we are suffering and we are unable to focus or concentrate on our work. So the most important thing that businesses are nowadays facing due to this telepressure, mostly the turnover, the implied turnover is getting higher, implied dissatisfaction and implies burnout is increasing a lot. Beside this, lack of control over resources create pressure, which brings mental pressure and disturbs the work-life balance. So here is our model, which is telepressure to work-life balance. And beside this, job tenure is also affecting this relationship. So the methodology that I used here was the quantitative one, where I distributed questionnaires, and the population was the implies. These are the people who are implied in different organizations across West Malaysia. So I contacted around 472 people. So, and then the sampling was convenient. Unit of analysis was individual, and then the data we collected through questionnaires. And what else? We analyze our data through SPSS and regression analysis we have done to do analysis. So these are the instruments we use, pre-tested instruments from for work-life balance. We use Worker 2007 instrument, and for the telepressure, we used Barber and Sintuzi 2015 instrument. So here were some of our findings. So our first finding was the telepressure was okay. This was accurate that the telepressure was getting increased, but in terms of tenure, so our results were mixed. That maybe it was not that much affecting that we were observing previously, but our respondents responded differently. They were saying that the tenure is not that much important, but yes, pressure is there. So there could be possible other reasons behind this. For example, if a person is having a family responsibility, if a person have to look after their family, to pay their bills, to pay their children fee, in that situation, if a person is happy, if a person is not happy, it doesn't matter. The person will stay, the person will continue, although their performance will be bad. Their what I can say, the outcome will not be as much as the organization is expecting from them, but they will somehow say they will not focus on that much on the work-life balance issues. They will prefer to stay until they find a suitable alternate option. So here was some moderation effect. It was somehow, it was okay, but not very high. Uh, from the what you can say, Tellepressure, it was somehow okay. But what about the implications? The first implication of this study is acknowledging that the Tellepressure, previously it was not a highlighted issue as much as currently many researchers and industry people are engaging in this issue. They started talking, they started working, they started exploring on this issue. The Tellepressure is something that we need to consider because this is affecting our organizational performance. The second is employer responsibility. So the second implication is about the employer. The employer should be aware about this issue. Once they become aware about the issue, only then they can go for the solutions, or they will find any kind of alternate options of what they can do, how they can minimize the harmful effects of this thing. Then is the customized intervention. So once they're aware only, then they can do any kind of intervention they can do. Otherwise, if say, for example, any employer is not aware that what is happening in their organization, why their employees are dissatisfied, why they are not performing well, in that situation, they cannot do anything for them. So then is enhancement of job demand resource model. Obviously, this study is contributing to job demand resource model. And then is individual differences. So yes, individual differences are there. When some people are maybe they because every one of us have a different circumstances and we react differently. For example, if I have more family responsibilities, my response as compared to any of my colleague who is maybe single, who is having alternate maybe source of income, or maybe having some other sources to what I can say, minimize their load. So they might be more focused on their work-life balance. But say if I have more responsibility, so I will not have any such kind of privilege to think about work-life balance and such kind of things. I should be more focused on, definitely I should be more focused on bread earning for my family. Then is foundation for the future research. Obviously, we will. So this is the very early stage. So maybe we can explore later about the other issues for the Tellepressure. So this was all from my side. Thank you.